So I know people said they wanted to see threading a needle again, so I'm going to do that. So the thing that I think is most important and that takes paying the most attention to when you're threading a needle is having the ends of your thread be really, really nice and sharply cut. So having a nice clean cut for the end of your thread is really important. So either I think that both of these are too fuzzy in order to use for threading a needle, so I'm going to cut one of these again. I don't know how clear it is in the video or in the screen, but both of these kind of have some fuzzies on the end that I don't want. So I'm going to choose an end. I'm going to choose this end, and I am going to get a stare at my hands. How exciting. And I'm just going to cut the end of this, trim it with my scissors, and now it's really nice and clean and you don't have to worry about any little fuzzies when you're threading your needle. So I'm going to just poke this right on through. It's probably going to take me a couple of tries. Like I said last time, this is really all about practice. So the more times you thread a needle, the easier it's going to be. Sometimes I find that if you hold your thread really, really close to the end, that can help. So there's only a little bit of extra. That can help so it doesn't wiggle around as much when you're trying to thread it. And then just sliding it right through there. So that can help. Another thing that can help is to kind of keep it along your finger and try to slide the needle along it. Can be one way to make your threading your needle easier. But really that very, very most important thing is just that there aren't any little fuzzies or any little tangles on the edge of your thread. If there are, it's going to be a lot harder because your end is going to get caught on the eye of the needle, which is not what you want. So just keeping it as clean as you can is really the most important thing when you're threading a needle. Trying to hold it so that you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So yeah. As far as tying a knot once you've gotten it threaded. Ooh. And see, because I've tried to thread my needle so many times now and I've done it and I've undone it, the end of my thread has gotten fuzzy again, which is going to then make it harder to thread my needle. So I'm going to cut it one more time. I'm just going to cut a little bit off there, which can be enough to make it easier again. My goodness, maybe not. So you can see that as I'm pushing the needle here, it's kind of separating the end there, so I need to cut it again. Unfortunately, though, there's not a magic, like, easy way to do it. It's just about practice and getting it through the eye. And then pulling on the correct side of the thread so that you don't pull it back out once you've got it threaded, because I've done that twice now. There we go. Okay.